Offense for defense, defense for offense. Win this game for one another. We play every play like it's the most important play of the game. This is our house. Our house. Do your job and play together. Play your heart out today. There's always something to prove. Play fast, play aggressive, reset the tempo in here. Whatever it takes to win. We gotta finish every snap, every series, every half. This game, we finish. Let's play longer, harder, tougher, smarter. Keep knocking them down, one at a time. We ain't apologizing for nothing today. Let's go win today, baby. Let's go finish what we started. Here we go. Hey, let's play like we know how to play. And let's win like we know how to win. And we gotta say we that. We that, baby. All I want is your best. Nothing more, nothing less. I think it's about time we shoot ourselves what kind of a team we got. If we believe, we can't be beat. And there's always something to prove. We always play to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, win, get right, 9, water. We don't do what you think, man. Come on, man.
This could apply to you, black men. Let's continue. Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as you heard the introduction, you know I'm going to get deep on this show. I'm already charged. Lots of intensity. So we're going to roll. Today's topic: the war against the black man. And I know you heard this topic or topics over the course of your years. But again, I'm going to give you my perspective. But before we get to that, we're going to take care of some business. Support the machine. www.evolutionoflondon.com. That's our online shopping mall. We have a whole wide range of products, from men's, ladies, kids' clothing, artwork, furniture, tools, house products such as towels, sheets. So support the brand or pass it along throughout your social media platform. Also, check us at www.evolutionoflondon.org. We have custom clothing, accessories, digital products as well for personal as well as business use. Finally, check us out at www.evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. There we have accessories, soaps, lotions. We ship throughout North America, so definitely check that out and support our brand. DVDs there as well. Support the company Royalty9International.com. They have luxury candles, 100% soy wax scented as well as unscented candles. Now the scented candles is from eucalyptus, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, peppermint, jasmine, rose, just to name a few. So definitely support that. Also check out and support their social media, let me backtrack. Royalty9 International on TikTok, Royalty9 International on Instagram. So definitely check them out, subscribe, support their brand. Mr. Will. He's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years, so definitely support him. If you want to book a consultation, email him at willyz99@gmail.com. That's Willyz, WILLYZ, fitness99@gmail.com, and support his merch, www.wjaaccessories.com. There he have custom clothing, accessories, and digital products as well. So www.wjaaccessories.org. My apologies to the company. Say it again, www.wjaaccessories.org. O-R-G. They have upgraded. Ari Bites Caribbean Cafe, takeout as well, located in London, Ontario, downtown London to be specific. They open Monday, Tuesdays 12 to 6, Wednesdays they close. They reopen Thursdays through Saturdays 12 to 6. So definitely show your support. Their address is 91 Wellington Street North. Again, London, Ontario, Canada. Have to be specific on that. Their telephone number is 519-858-4743. Once again, that's 519-858-4743. They accept all forms of payment, including Interac, MasterCard, and Visa. And please note that taxes are not included. Check out their website, www.iriebites.ca. That's IRIEBITES.ca. And if any question concerns, email them at info@iriebites.ca. And again, you can't go wrong. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats as you listen to right now. So definitely support, like, subscribe, and share. And once you go to his social media platform, definitely like, subscribe to his social media platform. It will take you to other sites as well of his. So definitely support his brand. And continuing on the train of YouTube, the Greatness 19 channel, that's our educational channel. Whole wide range of videos to open up your third eye. Definitely informative. So I need your guys to like, subscribe. We on our quest to reach 1,000 subscribers. We almost there. We pretty much over 800. So definitely, guys, I need you to keep subscribing, or subscribe at least that one time, and check to make sure you still subscribe. Make sure YouTube don't do any funny business. And also pass the word to family, friends, and foe to like and subscribe to the channel, because we definitely want to get to 1,000. There's a lot of informative stuff. I've been getting a lot of feedback from about the Greatness 19 channel. And again, guys, thank you. We over 25 different countries. And I'm just naming them just to let you know. We're from Australia, New Zealand, India, Italy, Mexico, United Kingdom, US and Canada, as of course, Philippines, Japan, Bahamas. What else? I know Trinidad, Ireland. I said Australia, I think. Iran, go figure. Ukraine, go figure. I don't think they have. I'm surprised they have time to listen to me with what's going on there. But I got support there. I know there's other countries too. Sri Lanka, I know I'm out there as well. It's quite a few more. Germany, yes, out there. And thank you. And sorry about not mentioning the other countries. It's just a brain lapse. So again, I forgot. But I have the analytics, so I know I got the support. And again, thank you for the guys. And Japan, I mentioned them, I think, too. So just spread the word out worldwide, because we are growing. The hidden gem of knowledge. So thank you. Also support Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. So definitely, y'all guys is overlooking that, but seek out that Mr. Evolution of London, our health and wellness channel. You have to type it in like that. Try Mr. Period Evolution of London, and then just type in a side note on the bar, maybe health and wellness, and then that pop up. Or you can go through my Greatness 19 channel and look at the listing, and you see the other platform there. So definitely check that out. It's overlooked. Now it's not popular, but again, I like for it to become more popular. So definitely push that out, because I talk about things, health and wellness, things that could benefit you, like black garlic, cod liver oil. And many of you guys don't know about those items. And then certain vegetables you should eat, benefits of it. Again, it gets overlooked. So definitely check that out. We do have a Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/Evolution of London, videos that is not on YouTube. And going towards the future, I might, that might have to be the way. So we're going to take this as far as we can with YouTube. But again, so many different platforms get cut loose, and they say certain things that might be going against the guidelines of YouTube, and then YouTube all of a sudden cut them loose. So listen, if they cut me loose, just know I have a Patreon channel, Evolution of London, and you might have to pay a couple of dollars, but I'm gonna have a lot of information there that can have a more freedom to talk about, because again, freedom of speech is a dying art now. So just keep that in mind. I'm setting myself up for other different venues, other different platforms. So if one is cut, I got others. Even the website, www.theoracle19radio. That's our internet radio that we can pump different information there, and that just in case. You always in life have to have other means, just in case, just as a footnote. I talk about that in other previous shows. So you just keep that in mind. Always prepare if certain things in life. But that's not the topic now, but just my little tidbit. Linktree.com/Evolution of London. We have different links to other sites, other affiliates. So definitely support that as well. Definitely will appreciate that. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We on Anchor.fm, Google, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, just to name a few. We got, the top tier sites we on and growing. So we just not like, we're small still, but we growing. And we have a lot of good information. I know I have a lot of great information. Why I'm saying good? Great information. And it's not known yet, but it will be, because it's growing. Good knowledge is like water. It's everywhere. You can't stop water. Water is in the sky. water vapors. Water is beneath your feet. Water is in your body. You can't stop water. Water is everywhere. You breathe in water vapors. Forget it. That's a different topic. So, let's bring it back. In the Oracle 19, I mentioned all different platforms. Definitely like, subscribe, and share. And any other information that I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, Mr. Evolution of London, as well as Greatness 19, and finally www.theoracle19radio.com. If I haven't mentioned it, all the information will be in the description box. Okay. We get into the topic as I talked about, which a lot of people is not going to like. It's okay. I'm built for the few, not for the many. And I believe that. So it doesn't matter who likes or who don't. I know a few will appreciate it. And today's topic, like I mentioned, the war against the black man. Now, let's go back in time. I have to go back to the past a little bit to bring it to the future, to bring it to the present and continue to the future. So, let's start. The black man. You black men. You public enemy number one. This is something you should know. This is not a guess. It doesn't mean you crawl under a rock and get in the fetal position, so to speak. I'm using a metaphor here, so walk with me. It doesn't mean that you don't stop progressing. Doesn't mean that you say, oh, the white men don't like you, the white society don't like you, so I'm going to stop doing whatever I'm doing to be a better me. Doesn't mean that. You always got to push on. Never stops. Start from the cradle to the grave. You already know you are the away team. You already know that people don't like you. You hated by everybody, society, including your woman, and also children, etc., and your own black men. That's what real black men have to go through on a daily basis. This is the playing field that we working with. So just, this. So there's no need to cry about it. Because you're a warrior. You're a goddamn warrior. That's what it is. That's the playing field you working with. Right off the top. Just know that right off the top. On sight. I'm going to say it again. On sight. See, when you know, black man, the playing field that you already starting on, this is what it is. You public enemy number one. This is what it is. You labeled as a savage. This is what it is. No matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, no matter if you're a white-collar person working in the office or you working as a construction worker, you still labeled as a savage. Right off the gate. And this is for my young black men especially. Because you're new to the game. I know I've been out here on the streets a while. Just a while. Some of y'all guys only been out on the streets a nickel, a dime plus a nickel, 2 dimes, if you're lucky 3 dimes. Translation, some of you black men been living on this planet Earth for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 30 years. So you're still new-ish to the sands of life. This is what you're working with. This is the playing field that you're on right now because it's war season against the black man. It was back in the days, to the present, and future. I'm going to get into all of that. I'm going to get into it. Let's start when you was so-called brought here into society. Now there's debates and black people was here. Yes, some of them was here. Okay, I get it. But matter of fact, let's even make it more simpler. This is something that we do know. Black people were slaves in this country, in the United States of America. That we do know. I'm not going to get into, well, we black people sold us as well, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Okay, my starting point is being slaves in America. Let's start from that point. Let's start how you was treated. And don't let white people and simpish black men and simpish black women and other races tell you black men, oh, well, you should forget and you should rise above it. And why y'all black people's always black men is talking about just you been in slavery. You own it back. You own it back. Is a point, fool. I got a point, fool. You don't never forget your history, black man. Other races don't forget their atrocities. The so-called Jew don't forget his atrocities. Every year, the so-called Jew always talk about his Holocaust. And they get funding to this day. There's a company called United Jewish Appeal in Midtown Manhattan. Look them up. They get donations and fundings every year, federal as well as state, as well as private, for the atrocities. I know as fact. That's just one example. So black men, don't let other people dumb you down. Say, oh, you should forget. No, I ain't going to forget. If somebody hurt my family and I will never forget. It's the difference. I'm not going to be lazy now and crawl under a bed and just get in the fetal position saying I ain't going to do nothing. See, other races in white society, black men just try to tell you, try to dumb you down, make you feel bad. So you forget. Oh, you don't need to remember that because look, you getting free weed now. I give you free liquor. I let you sit in the front of the bus. So you don't need to forget. You don't need to worry about that. Modern day black man. F you. That's what I want to say. F you. I will never forget what my ancestors have gone through. F you. But I'm not going to get in the fetal position. No, because I know the war is still around me, so I gotta go get it. Black men, you've been hated since slavery. The white man hated you since slavery. So you think it's not continuing now? It's just trickling down. That's in the genetics. We not white man, white woman. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you as an individual. For sure. We're talking about collectively as a race. So I don't want white man and white woman to say, I didn't do anything to you. Dude, I didn't do anything to you. And I'm going to say, no, I know, for sure. For sure. I know you didn't do anything to me. For sure. Come on, guy. Get over that, guy. It's been 400 freaking years. You're living good, guy. Listen. Dave, this is not... personal to you. So don't get on your freaking feelings, okay? People quickly want to be on in an defensive side of things because topics like this is triggering. But black men, you should never, ever, ever forget your past and just push it aside. Allow other races because you married to a white woman or an Asian woman or a Middle Eastern woman. These sub races, and you should forget because you're getting some white box or Asian box or Middle Eastern box. You never forget. If you really up on game, she better damn well be on your program. You wearing the dashiki, she better be wearing the dashiki. At best. But that's for a different program. That might be too heavy for y'all guys. I don't know. But black men, as I mentioned, slavery. Look at the history. I have Southern roots. I know personally it's been passed down 4 or 5 generations, especially being a foundational black American. How white men doing plantations treated my ancestors, treated them black men. Crawling on the ground, kneeling, begging the white man for forgiveness, raping the black woman. Daytime, night, in the fields, out of the fields, it's what it is. The white man had perfect hate for the black man. Raped him as well. Raped the black man as well. Because his homosexual degenerate nature. We're talking slavery. He always had disrespect for the black man. Always did not respect him. Always treated him as subhuman. Back in the days. Always dumbed him down. And any chance he got. Slavery. Now, after slavery, black people was able to, by law, quote unquote, able to have their freedom papers. What do I mean? Being able to be no longer is slaves. And no longer to be slaves. Quote unquote. Even though they had indirect slavery going on too. Because even after the war of the South, the North and the South, you had a lot of plantation owners still had slaves that still worked there on the farms and still was under certain conditions. It wasn't outright slavery, but indirectly. AKA black people had to drink on their own water fountain. Black people had to use the colored bathrooms. Black people had to go to the black-only restaurants. Indirect slavery. Indirect segregation. We still had to go through things even in the early 1900s. Again, Still black people was getting lynched. Black men specifically was getting lynched. And I will argue even lynching still been going on even in the 2000s. Go Google it. And lynching still is going on up to recently. Go Google it. California, in the South, in real time now. But again, it's under allegedly, or the black man committed suicide. So the black man hung himself on a tree in the neighborhood park and just wrote a note and said, I'm going to kill myself. Things like that. I know I'm just giving you just a story, but you can Google it and get the exact situation. They classify it as a suicide, allegedly. So indirect racism is not outright. Lynching is not outright. A sea of white men and the white families just watching a black man get hung. That's not outright, but indirectly, if you in the dark in Mississippi, in Arkansas, alone driving, and you get the race soldiers in the small towns of Arkansas or Mississippi, and that's Klansman territory to this day in real time. And if they see you alone and they still have their racist talking points, their racist energy in them, which they do to this day, what do you think can happen to you? What do you think will happen to you? Especially when they get a little corn liquor in their system, the white folks there in those good old towns. What do you think will happen? There's still places that is called sundown towns. I believe Tariq Nasheed mentioned about that as well. And it is fact, having my roots from the South in real time to this day. And nobody else can tell me different, because I know I got family in the South in real time to this day. And I know a lot of black people to this day have family in the South, and they could say that to this day. You better not, they tell the other black folks, you better not be around here when the sun is down. To this day. Because it might be over for you. Fact. In real time. Do you think this system, black man, is built for you? See, a lot of simpish, in my opinion, black men that, and I say that, they get it mixed up. Opportunity versus, you have opportunities to do things, but you still limited. It doesn't mean you're going to crawl under a rock and say, give me, give me, give me. No, it has nothing to do with that. You as a black man is still going to be productive. You're going to utilize what's out here to be the best version of you. That's a given. That's what you're supposed to do as a black man. That's what I expect you and I to do as black men. To be the best version of you. I might have to have a part 2 of this, because I might start rolling. I don't know. I'm gonna try to condense this, guys, but I got a lot of things to say. So don't be surprised if I might have to, next show might have to be a part 2. But anyway, let's roll. It had nothing to do for you black men of being productive. We just know the playing field that you're on. You got to work extra harder as a black man to achieve certain things, because you're going to get roadblocks. The roadblocks are disrespect. The roadblocks can slow you down to achieve. That takes you a while to get things. I say it again. It will take you a while, more so than any other race, to achieve certain things, because the roadblocks that is in front of you doesn't mean you It doesn't mean you cannot achieve it, but there's roadblocks to slow you down. It's like weight pulling your leg. Where other races, they don't have that weight on them. And I'm sure y'all guys understand what I'm saying. Black men, you better know. You better know. And the roadblocks, as I'm mentioning, see, let's go with the U.S. Census. In the early 1900s, and again, you could check your U.S. Census. As I do my research, and I'm going off the top of my head with this, but approximation, you can do the research and you can see certain things. So in the early 1900s, approximately, let's say from 1900 to 1950, you had the two-parent homes, like over like 72%. And you could check that within the U.S. Census. Black families from like 1900 to 1950. Two-parent homes was like 72% of the population, which means that was your grandparents or your great-grandparents' era. Now in the 1960s, it dropped. Still was there, the two-parent homes within the black community. Like 67% of two-parent homes within the black community. And you can look at this under the U.S. Census, approximate. You guys can research it because I'm not going to always be perfect on the actual numbers, so don't trip on me. But this is the approximation because I did my research previously. But again, you check that out. But you can see it with your parents or your grandparents. The 1960s, there was still black unity, mother and father in the household. Now in the 80s, I bypassed the 70s because it was still strong. In the 80s, it started to change. And they implemented the welfare system because the welfare system in the 70s was implemented more, and they had limitations within the welfare system for the black woman to be by herself and take care of the children by herself. And say, and if you want to get this money, a man can't be in the house. Just in case some of you guys don't know, the younger generation might not know this, but you could research that. In the 1970s, they was implemented more. Even in the late 60s, they was implemented more in the welfare system. If you're on welfare as a mother, you can't have a man in the house. So that already started separating, among other things, feminism stuff. And I'm going to touch on that a little bit as well. In the 80s, like 47, 50% now, and now it's dropping. Single parents, single moms specifically. And now in 2022, we're looking at like 30%. I believe you have 30% of two-parent homes. Within the black community. Around that number there. I might be off a little bit, but you could do your research. The whole point I'm making, and you could kind of see this in real time in your community, black men. Now, I'm not going to get on this black man's fault, black woman's fault. This is because also this been implemented by the dominant society. They just wind us up like a toy and let us go. And created that separation. Now, piggybacking a little backwards to go forwards in time. We're going to go back. Black man. See, the white man system, the white man's system, or I should say this, the white supremacist system, the white supremacist system do not want you, black man, to be with your woman. This is the reality. The white supremacists do not want that. This goes deeper than Bob that works at the factory or Jim that works at a supermarket. This is not your low-level white people. It starts from the top. And they created a system. And I know simp black men and simp black women, fools, in my opinion, they don't want to hear that. They say, you don't need to worry about that. You know, I got my job and I got my car and I got a nice home and bank account. Y'all just lazy. That's the problem. Y'all Yankee boys is just Yankee boys and, you know, and everything else. Just lazy. No. We're talking two separate things. Because black people, black Americans, especially you have in the South, they have homes and land and car because there's not abundance of projects in the South, and it's not abundance of train stations in the deep South. You thinking of Atlanta, but other than Atlanta, throughout Georgia, they don't have subway systems like that, like New York City or Philly or LA, etc. in the big cities. So black folks have to have a house, a car, property, which been passed down from generation to generation in real time. I know. It's fact. But pushing off of that topic, getting back onto it, black men, your woman have been brainwashed to the point of hating you and having perfect hate for you. Is it all black women? Absolutely not. You have women and you have females. Because this is a negative world among all races. But we talk about you, black men, on this topic specifically. This is dedicated to you specifically. This is the playing field that you at. Your females, which is 98% of them, have perfect hate and no respect for you. They've been brainwashed that way. They have seen it's been presented through the media, which is white, that showing in the big cities, black men is being arrested, black men is not taking care of the children, and yada, yada, yada. And it's just been rated as we are no good. This is for the real black men out here. This is the tough road that all of us real black men have to go through. Your woman been conditioned to see the 2% of black women that is on point. They lovely, they great, die for them. Especially if they putting out the work for you, black men. Protect them. But you can't protect the females out here. The black females. Because they've been already conditioned that you, black man, is the enemy. And see, they've been brainwashed by other women, media especially, who's governed by That's white society, white media that implement things. Matter of fact, it's been subconsciously, the woman been brainwashed to such a degree that she doesn't even like herself. Why am I saying that? Different color hair, just her whole body want to be of other races. So how can she love you if she don't love her? How can she respect you and she don't respect herself? This is not for it's difference. There's difference in the difference. I'm talking differently. There's the black woman and there's black females. Two different people. The black woman is the goddesses. The black females is the savages. Just like I would say with any other society, you got white savages, you got Asian savages, and majority of them are savages. Because this is a negative world. But black men, this is, you are against all odds. It's been put that way. When you come out the womb, you already in the minus. So overcoming the situation, you have to work twice as hard. Not impossible, but it's hard. I know. I'm in the trenches with you also, black man. This is what we're working with. This is even prophecy. You have to, black men, you have to learn to be a man. Sometimes you got to overcome issues, not having a father or not having, male figures in your life, because it's been set up that way where your mother, the female, been already conditioned and gone. Mentally, she's gone. She got no spirituality of her. She has no... physically, she's out of it. She's out here being a wino or alcoholic. Well, alcoholic, just sum it up. A weed head. And this is your mother. She's gone. She has different men in the house. And they calling different men dads. Daddy. That's your father. This is your father. That's your dad. This is your dad. This is your uncle. That's your uncle. This is what you black men growing up got to go through. Systematically, white supremacy, they wound us up. And then they let us go. And now we fighting among each other. And doing a very good job. Doing his work. He don't have to come into our community to propagate white supremacy. He put it in the media. Black man, you are no longer, he don't put no manly image. The days of James Jr. on Good Times, James Sr. on Good Times is over in terms of the media. It's over. They will put the leaders of how black men, young black men should follow. Gay black men. They put gay black men to the forefront as being the leaders of modern society. Let's get deeper. They put women, black women, as the leaders in society. And I told you on previous shows in terms of women in general, look at the movie Black Panther 2. They put black women as now physically stronger or just as, going toe for toe with a black man physically. So black men don't even have, they're not even considered stronger physically. Already it's put that the woman is, black men, is already put as your woman is mentally stronger and dominant over you. You stupid. That's how she's been trained. You are stupid. Now you do, granted, you got some stupid black men out here, but you got stupid white men out, but that's not talked about, you know. It's just talked about black men being stupid. That's just how it goes. Why you think Black Panther 2 got so much popularity now and is growing? Because look, it's women that's basically the head. And all other societies to this day, the man is the head. And see, you have two different white societies. I'm just going to throw it out there. See, the elitists, like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds, they don't tolerate their women being the head. It's the man is the head all day within the secret societies. You can bet on that. That's fact. But in the Joe Small white society, the office, the working class, the middle class and under, the women is the head. The white women is the head. How do I know this? Look at your offices. The regular offices. Look who's there. Look who dominate. Listen to what they say. They're very cocky. These white women. Very cocky. Because they dominate. And they have a feminist viewpoint, these white women. And they really think they super women. I know in a story, a recent story, I had a white woman, in conversation with a group of us, was saying that she was physically stronger than all of us in a room. And I told her, you gotta be crazy. I just use this as an example. You couldn't even do the physical work, even in exercise that I do. I'm a goddamn machine. You couldn't even do the push-ups that I do. Hell no. I said it straight to her. It is what it is. Black men, you gotta let people know sometimes who you are. And a lot of times, either your actions, indirectly or directly. It's a time and place to say whatever you gotta say, but as a man, black man, you gotta stand up. Because everybody's trying to chip away your masculinity and make you some type of fairy, softy, a fag like the cigarette. I'm talking about the cigarette. I'm not talking about homosexuals. So homosexuals, no. I'm just saying, just dumbing you down as being less than who you are. And it's systematically put out there. Make no mistake about it. You being dumbed down, black man. That is your reality. They trying to make you even I would say your woman, they put things out there, even TV commercials. Your woman first. Your woman is making decisions, and then you playing the fool. You being the clown. Black man, you a man. And I'm going to read something to you, for you religious people, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. But when I became a man, I put childish things. Gotta put it away. 1 Corinthians. So either the scriptures will tell you, even if you don't believe in the scriptures, you still have to be a man, black man. Be a man. And respect is everything. See, you have to know what you're working with, what's out here. What's out here is your woman is being put as over you. The dominant society is already putting you as being just a gopher, a goofy, a jerk, an idiot, a clown. That's all you are. You're just a walking clown that can procreate. That's all you are, black man, in this society. And I'd be goddamn if I let anybody try to pull that off on me. Even my black woman, if the black woman around me trying to pull it off like I'm a clown and I'm stupid and I'm not the head in this castle, off you go. Off you go. I'd rather be alone and die alone and rather be that than be a gopher from some woman and society that's saying she is over me. No, I am over her. Black man, you are over your woman. If these females out here don't want to attest to that, don't want to embrace that, off you go. If your children don't want to respect you, off they go. That's how it needs to be. There's no other way. Respect is everything, black man. Don't accept anything less. Is uncivilized. See, this is how the dominant society put out here. I said I was going to get this. I want just an hour. I don't want to burn this 2 hours because I know people got things to do. I'm going to have a part 2. Yeah. It's going to be a part 2. It got to be. It just have to be. Next episode, part 2, right off the rip. Yeah, it's mandatory. I'm so charged up right now. I'm breaking the sweat. I'm getting hot right now. I know what people say. Well, let me see a video of you. Let me do your video. Not yet. And not because I'm not ashamed of myself. By no stretch of the imagination I am. But it's not the time and place. I'm building my brand first off of my voice and what my content I'm putting out. I'm in my own lane. I'm trying to be in my own lane, doing my own thing. I'm not following, I hear topics, I get topics, and I talk about it. This is the flavor of the week. As time goes along, my YouTube page and such, my brand grows. Yes, I'm going to obviously show face. It's not a big deal. Far from it. But I'm positioning myself the way I feel I need to position. And I'm not going to talk about it, why. But I'm just positioning myself in life. Sometimes you gotta be a chess player. You just can't play checkers. You gotta be chess. It's calculated, step by step. Because once you're out here in the streets, the bigger you are, the more you have to defend yourself in many ways. So right now I'm building. I got a lot of things going on, so you crawl before you walk. But this will be a part 2. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to get into it. We're going to continue on this topic. The war against black men. So until next time, stay thirsty, my friends.